Welcome to game 2 of our doubleheader. And game 3 of our series. Drew Blanchard on the mound for the Saints. First pitch is fouled off. No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball towards second base. Shamsi throw to first and not in time. Infield base hit. So here's Polk with nobody out, a runner at first. Ball and no strikes to Polk. He'll ground it toward the shortstop. Jobert goes to second with it. Throws it low. Gets under Shamsi's glove. An error. Runners at first and second.
Number 13, the shortstop, Luke Norman.
So here's the shortstop, Lorman, for the Tigers. First pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Brief rain shower right as the last game was ending. Has stopped here for the beginning of the second game. Pitch misses low and outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Blanchard on the mound. Mixon is the catcher. Ground ball towards first base. Carpenter has it. He'll step on the bag and take the out. Runners advance to second, third. 1 down now. Christian Carpenter at first. Jason Shamsi is at second. Evan Jobert is the shortstop. Aiden Welch is at third. In the outfield, Gage Williams is in left. Michael Laverne is in center, and William Milliken is in right. First pitch from Blanchard misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Fouled out a play to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That foul ball sponsored by Russell Stewart Construction.
So a ball and 2 strikes to Snyder. The pitch from Blanchard misses outside. 2-2. 3-2 from Blanchard, swing and a miss, and a strikeout.
Left fielder number 21.
So two outs in the inning. And the batter for Marksville will be Laird. Ground ball to third base. Welsh backhands it, throws across, and it's over the head of Carpenter. 1 run will score. So Marksville takes the lead, 1-0.
The catcher number 9, Colton Tigner.
So here's Tigner with 2 outs and a runners on the corners for Marksville. Fly ball right side. Milliken coming in. Shamsi calls it, and Shamsi will make the catch to end the inning. 1 run on 3 errors. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's Marksville 1, St. Louis 0.
Second base for Jason Shamsi.
Bottom of the first, Saints trailing at 1-0. And leading off for the Saints will be Jason Shamsi. First pitch misses low to Shamsi. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch misses inside. 2-0 to Shamsi. Outside, corner's called a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Shamsi hits it deep in the hole. Shortstop has it. Shamsi will beat it out. Infield base hit for Shamsi. his third hit of the day.
Third baseman number 5, Hayden Wells.
So here's Aiden Welch with nobody out, runner at first. First pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes to Welsh. One 0 pitch. Grounder towards the third base side. Slow roller. Third baseman has it. He'll throw to first. He'll get Welsh. Shamsi advances to second base. There's 1 out.
The shortstop, number 27, Evan Jobert.
So here's Jobert with 1 out and a runner at second. First pitch to Jobert is a curveball, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jobert, deep drive to left field, and it's gone. 2-run home run for Evan Jobert, his second of the day. And Saints lead it 2-1. So here's Mixon with 1 out, nobody on. And Mixon rips 1 foul down the left side, out of play.
Long foul ball sponsored by Billy Lamar Chevrolet.
No balls and a strike to Mixon. And Mixon rips 1 to left field for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 17, Christian Carpenter.
So Christian Carpenter will be the batter. Courtesy running for the catcher Mixon is his battery mate, Clay Gaskin. First pitch to Carpenter was a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Strike called. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One to Carpenter. Gaskin at first, running for Mixon, who had a base hit into left field. Ground ball towards the shortstop. He'll flip it. No, he'll have no play at second. Throws it to first. He'll get Carpenter at first base. Gaskin advances to second on the play. So 2 down for Grant Peshoff.
Number 29, Grant Peshoff.
So 2 outs, Grant Peshoff. 1 ball, no strikes to Peshoff. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to the left-handed hitting Grant Peshoff. Peshoff skies one towards the left side. Shortstop going back. Left fielder coming in hard. Left fielder will call it, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. 2-run home run by Evan Jobert gives the Saints a 2-1 lead at the end of 1. Top of the second inning, first pitch from Drew Blanchard. Here's a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to the pitcher Rodland. Fly ball left field. Williams going back on the run, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Gage Williams runs it down in the outfield. 1 out in the inning.
Second baseman number 8, Jaron Sampson.
Here's the second baseman, Sampson. Fly ball center field. Laverne drifts over, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder number 12, Lacorian Ford.
There's the right fielder, Ford. First pitch, a grounder back to Blanchard. He'll throw it down to first base to Carpenter. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints. Halfway through the second, due up for the Saints, Williams, Milliken, and Laverne. Gage Williams will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Saints. Williams swings at the first pitch, blooper towards the shortstop, and the shortstop will snag it just on the grass for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 4, William Milliken.
So here's Milliken with 1 out. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Milliken. Pitch misses outside once again. 2 balls and no strikes. Laverne on deck. And back to the top of the order, and Shamsi. Pitch misses outside, and it's 3-0. To Milliken. And pitch will miss inside. A 4-pitch walk to Milliken.
Center fielder, number 11, Michael Laverne.
So here's Michael Laverne with 1 out and a runner at first. First pitch to Laverne is in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Michael Laverne. Pitch misses high and inside. It's 1-1. One pitch, swing and a miss. So ball and 2 strikes now to Laverne. Hit high in the air, third baseman calling it. And he drops it. They'll get the force at second base as Milliken had to hold up at first. So there's 2 outs in the inning. And back to the top of the order, and Jason Shamsi.
Number 7, second baseman, Jason Shamsi.
So Shamsi with 2 outs and a runner at first. And the pitch is over his head. 1 ball, no strikes. One-oh pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Shamsi. Ground ball towards the shortstop. He'll flip it to second, and second baseman can't hold on to it. So Shamsi will reach on an error. And here's Aiden Welch.
Third baseman, number 5, Aiden Welch.
So here's Welsh with 2 outs And runners at first and second. First pitch, he'll be hit by the pitch, and that's going to load the bases for Jobert.
The shortstop, number 27, Evan Jobert.
So Jobert will bat with 2 down and the bases loaded. Jobert homered last time up. First pitch misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Well hit left field. Left fielder going back. He'll be near the warning track. He's under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. Jobert gave it a ride. Came up just a bit short on the warning track. Saints leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the top of the third. Saints lead it 2-1.
Braden Flores.
Top of the order for Marksville and Braden Flores here in the top of the third inning. First pitch catches the inside corner from Blanchard, and it's 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and no balls, 2 strikes to Flores. The 0-2 misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 grounder towards the shortstop Jobert. Transfer throw in time for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 14, Nick Paul.
First pitch to Polk is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. And Polk will be hit by the pitch. And with 1 out, Marksville will have a runner at first.
Number 13, Luke Norman.
So here's Norman with 1 out. First pitch misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Pick move to first, ball gets away from Carpenter, and Polk will head to second base. High fly ball right side. Milliken will make the grab. Polk tags, here comes the throw. It won't be in time. There's 2 outs in the inning, runner advances to third.
Number 3, Quinlan Snyder.
So here's Snyder with 2 down and a runner at third base. First pitch is on the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes to Snyder. Oh, 2 from Blanchard. This is outside, gets away from Mixon. Runner holds at third base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing and foul down the right side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Snyder. Ground ball towards second base. Shamsey has it. Throw to first. 4 out, number 3. Marksville strands 1 in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1 Saints. So Carson Mixon will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. First pitch off the end of the bat. It'll trickle foul. No balls and a strike to Mixon. The 0-1 breaking ball is a strike. And it's no balls and 2 strikes now to Mixon. Mixon drives on to center field. Center fielder on the run, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
First baseman number 17, Christian Carpenter.
So here's the first baseman, Christian Carpenter. First pitch, chops it foul down the third base side. No balls and 1 strike to Carpenter. The 0-1 pitch is behind Carpenter. 1 ball and 1 strike. One to Carpenter. 1 out, nobody on for the Saints. Pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two one, misses high, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch misses low, ball 4 to Carpenter.
Designated hitter number 29, Grant Peshoff.
So 1 out, 1 on for Peshoff. First pitch catches the inside corner. No balls and a strike to Peshoff. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball towards second base. They'll go to shortstop for 1. Over to first in time. Double play will end the inning. St. Strand 1 here in the bottom of the third. We'll go to the 4th inning. It's St. Louis 2 and Menard 1. Top of the fourth inning, Saints lead Marksville 2-1. And up to bat, the left fielder, Garrett Laird. First pitch from Blanchard is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike called, and it's 1-1 to Laird. Fly ball right field. Milliken take a few steps back, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
The catcher, number 9, Holden Tigner.
So here's Tigner with 1 out. First pitch chopper towards the right side. Welsh will have to hurry, and he won't be able to make a play. As Tigner getting down the line, it'll go down as an infield base hit. There'll be 1 on for Ryland.
Number 6, pitcher Ethan Ryland.
First pitch from Blanchard, low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Throw to first. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch misses outside. 2-1 now from Blanchard. Swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball left side. And it's going to fall between Jobert and Williams.
Number 8, Jaron Sampson.
First pitch misses high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch misses low. 2 balls, no strikes now from Blanchard. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Just misses on the inside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. And ball 4, that'll load the bases up for Marksville. 1 out in the inning.
Number 12, Lacorian Ford.
So here's Ford with the bases loaded and one out. First pitch, ground ball to the right side. Carpenter will make the play at the first base and a run will score. Marksville tied it up here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning, I'm sorry. 2-2 game.
Number 1, Braden Flores.
Top of the order, and Flores with runners at second and third for Marksville. Timeout called. First pitch from Blanchard misses inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Flores. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Blanchard. Breaking ball misses low. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ground ball towards Jobert. Throw to first. In time for the out. Checks with the home plate. He says, yep, it was an out. That'll end the inning. Marksville scores 1 to tie it up. Strands 2. We'll go to the 5th. To the bottom of the 4th. I'm sorry, all tied at 2.
Pitch hitting for the left fielder, Williams. Number 13, Clay Gaskin.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and pinch hitter for the Saints will be Clay Gaskin. In for Williams. First pitch to Gaskin, curveball misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. There's the 1-0. Fly ball right side, that'll be down for a base hit. And Gaskin's going to head to second. He'll have a double.
Pinch hitting for the right fielder, Milligan. Number 9, Gus Milligan.
Another pinch hitter for the Saints. Gus Milligan will pinch hit for William Milliken. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Milligan. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Milligan. Gaskin at second with the leadoff double. Milligan line drive, base hit. Gaskin's going to round. He's going to head for home. Here comes the throw. It's offline. Gaskin will score. Milligan will slide into second base. Saints lead it 3-2 now. So here's Caleb Duhan. He'll pinch hit for Laverne, take over center field. Nobody out, runner at second. First pitch misses inside to Duhan. Runner takes off, throw to third is going to be high. Milligan steals third. So Milligan at third now with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to Duhan. Duhan with a grounder to the right side, second baseman over to first, and in time, Milligan scores. 4-2 Saints.
The second baseman, number 7, Jason Shamsey.
So here's Shamsey with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch misses outside. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 1-0, misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Shamsey. Shamsey with a fly ball to deep left field. Center fielder drifts over, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So pinch hitting for Aiden Welsh will be number 28, Cooper Miller. First pitch to Miller, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. There's the 1-0. Just misses hitting Miller. 2 balls, no strikes now to Cooper Miller. Swing and a miss. And it's 2 balls and a strike. And Miller's going to be hit by the pitch. So Cooper Miller will take first base on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Jobert.
The shortstop, number 27, Evan Jobert.
First pitch to Jobert, driven to center field. Center fielder takes a few steps in and makes the catch for the out. Saints score 2 in the bottom of the 4th on 2 hits. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. It's Saints 4 and Marksville 2.
Leading off for Marksville, number 14, Nick Paul.
Top of the 5th inning, and Polk will lead things off. First pitch from Blanchard's in for a strike. Oh, 1 fly ball, shallow center. Duhan calls it, makes the catch for out number 1.
Number 13, Luke Norman.
Here's Norman. First pitch inside corner from Blanchard is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball towards shortstop. Fires over to first base in time for out number 2. With 2 down, nobody on. Base hit in the left field for Snyder with 2 down.
Number 21, Garen Laird.
So here's Laird with 2 down, runner at first for Marksville. Ground ball past the third baseman. Snyder will hold up at second base, so it'll go down as a single for Laird. Runners on first and second.
Number 9, Colton Tigner.
So here's Tigner with 2 down and 2 on for Marksville. First pitch is in for a strike from Blanchard. There's the 0-1 curveball. Misses outside. Runners stay put as the ball squeaks away from Mixon. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball towards Jobert. Jobert will flip it to Miller for out number 3. Marksville strands 2 in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Saints 4, Marksville 2. Bottom of the 5th inning, Saints lead it 4-2. And the catcher, Carson Mixon, will lead things off. Mixon swings at the first pitch and pulls it foul down the left side. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Curveball falls in for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Mixon. And Mixon will be hit by the pitch. Pinch hitting for Christian Carpenter is David Nolan. Well, Nolan played the defensive inning, so here's Nolan with nobody out. And Mixon at first base. One ball, no strikes to Nolan. Pitch misses outside. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss by Nolan. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one to Nolan. Throw back to first, and Mixon's going to dive back in. 3 balls and a strike now to David Nolan. And the pitch misses low, ball 4. Nolan will take his base. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And now JT Pelican will pinch hit for Grant Peshoff.
The new designated hitter, number 6, JT Pelican.
So here's Pelican with nobody out. Runners at first and second. First pitch, curveball stays up. 1 ball and no strikes. Drive to center field. Center fielder going back. It's over his head. It'll go to the wall. Mixon and Nolan will round and head for home. Here comes the throw. It'll be late. 2-run triple for JT Pelican.
The batter, number 13, Clay Gaskin.
6-2 now for the Saints. And the batter will be Clay Gaskin. First pitch, curveball stays up over Gaskin's head. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes on Gaskin. Pelican at third base. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch misses high and inside. The 2-0 misses outside, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Outside corner is called a strike, and it's 3 balls and a strike now to Gaskin. Nobody out, runner at third. Saints lead at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Saints looking for the sweep over Marksville. Gaskin drives one center field, and center fielder doesn't have to move. Pelican will stay at third.
The right fielder, number 9, Gus Milligan.
It's one out for Gus Milligan. First pitch to Milligan, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder goes back. He'll make the catch. Pelican will tag and score. Sack fly for Milligan. Saints lead it 7-2.
Center fielder, number 16, Caleb Duhan.
So here's Caleb Duhan with 2 down and nobody on. First pitch misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Duhan with the ground ball at second base. Throw to first. And it's in time for out number 3. Saints score 3 in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the 6th inning. It's Saints 7, Marksville 2.
Leading off for Marksville, number 6, Ethan Ryland.
Top of the 6th inning. And Ryland will lead things off for Marksville. First pitch from Blanchard. Misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Popped up down the left side, out of play. So a ball and a strike now to Ryland.
Sponsored by Billy Lamar Chevrolet.
One ball, 1 strike. Curveball in for a strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch from Blanchard. Popped up. Blanchard will call it himself and take it for out number 1.
number 8, Jaron Sampson.
So 1 out, nobody on for Jared Sampson. First pitch from Blanchard misses low. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball towards Jobert. Throw to first in time for out number 2.
Number 12, Latorian Ford.
2 down, nobody on, and here's Ford. First pitch from Blanchard's in for a strike. Ford tries to get out of the way. Ball hits his bat. It'll go down as a foul. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Ford. Misses inside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ford. Outside corner, and Ford will be called out on strikes to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Saints 7, Marksville 2.
The second baseman, number 7, Jason Shamsi.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And Jason Shamsi will lead things off. Shamsi's 1 for 3 here in the 2nd game. First pitch from the new pitcher, Brandon Flores, is in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Shamsi. Pitch misses high, and it's 1-1. Shamsi with a base hit in the left field.
second base, Cooper Miller.
So here's Cooper Miller with nobody out. First pitch high and inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Miller. Miller fouls it off down the right side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cooper Miller.
That foul ball sponsored by Russell Stutz Construction.
Here's the 1-1. Gets away. Shamsi takes off the second, throw down. And they're going to call him out. So Shamsi caught stealing for out number 1. 2 balls and a strike to Miller. Miller drives one down the left side, but it'll be foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Cooper Miller. Misses outside, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. For the second time this game, Cooper Miller is going to be hit by the pitch. And I think that is the 4th time today.
The shortstop, number 27, Evan Jobert.
As Miller was hit twice in the first game, now he's been hit twice here in the second game. So 1 out, 1 on for Evan Jobert. First pitch misses outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Over the head of Jobert. 2 balls and no strikes. Two 2-0 pitch, misses low. It's 3 balls and no strikes now to Jobert. Pitch, misses high, ball 4. Runners at first and second now.
Carson Mixon.
So here's Carson Mixon. 1 for 2. And Mixon with a base hit in the left field. Miller's going to round. He'll head for home. Jobert goes halfway. He'll get back to second. RBI single for Carson Mixon. Saints lead it 8-2.
The first baseman, number 18.
So Mixon 2 for 3 here in game number 2. So here's David Nolan now with runners at first and second. Deep fly ball to the left side. Left fielder drifting over near the line, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
The DH, number 6, J.G. Peliquin.
So 2 down, runners at first and second for JT Pelican. First pitch to Pelican misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Pelican drives one to the left side, but it'll bend foul. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to JT Pelican. One misses high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe Barrett second, Mixon at first with 2 down. Saints have a run in the inning and lead it 8-2. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball, third base. Third baseman has it. Throw to first. Offline. And the umpires are trying to decide if he was tagged or not. They'll say he's safe. First baseman was off the bag. He had to try to make the tag. They're going to talk about it. And they'll call him safe. It'll go down as an infield base hit for Pelican.
Number 13, left fielder, Clay Gaskin.
So bases loaded now for Clay Gaskin. There's Gaskin with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch catches the outside corner, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Gaskin with a drive to left field. Left fielder going back near the wall, and it's off the wall. 1 run is home, 2 runs home. Here comes Pelican. 3 RBI double for Gaskin. So 11-2, and the batter will be Gus Milligan.
Number 9, Gus Milligan.
First pitch to Milligan's in for a strike. So no balls and 1 strike for Gus Milligan. Milligan skies one down the left side, out of play.
That foul ball sponsored by Russell Stutes Construction.
No balls and 2 strikes to Milligan. Here's the pitch. Fouled back and out of play.
That foul ball sponsored by Billy DeMar Chevrolet.
No balls and 2 strikes. And Milligan rips one down the left side. Gaskin will come around and score. It's 12-2. And that'll end your ball game via the 10-run rule. So Gus Milligan with the walk-off on the 10-run rule, and that'll do it. Saints will sweep Marksville in the 3-game series by a final of 12-2.
Marksville 2.
Next broadcast will be from Lafayette as we'll travel over to the Teague on the campus of University of Louisiana Lafayette and take on Catholic New Iberia. Your final from Legion Field, St. Louis 12 and Marksville 2.